What's happening, guys? I have something very special for you today, and I had a surprise email. I have a fan here, believe it or not, that contacted me over my last video that I did with that young lady on the beach, and he thought that it needed more info about that situation.
I'm Richard Nicola. I'm a former U.S. Navy officer for 8 years. That's how I got introduced to Thailand initially in 1986. I lived in Japan for 5 years at the time and subsequently lived in France. I did an exchange tour with the French Navy, parce que je parle français. And I was navigator on 2 French warships in the early 90s. I think she gave an amazing perspective from a Thai woman, and I can attest to everything she says. But I think I have some perspectives from an American expat guy who, and you know, let's get it right out of, you talked about bar girls and everything. I took my first bar girl out of a bar.
And just not to interrupt you,
yeah.
When people here in America, they look down upon bar girls for sure. And even May was like, I asked her, because I was curious, do you respect, or not, are you okay? Do you respect the bar girl? And she said yes, because they work. And you're a vlogger, correct?
Yes.
So you're a writer. And I'm sure you're going to write about, hopefully, you write about this situation.
Oh, yeah, as soon as you put it up, man, I'll do a big-ass post.
Right.
Right, yeah.
And so when people hear from America that you took home a bar girl, then they immediately think, bad guy.
Yeah, well, you know, it's more than that, but let me first say, I took home my first bar girl when I was still in college at Oregon State University.
Okay, yeah.
Right? And in Busan, Korea in 1982, and I've never looked back. Like she says, she respects them because they work. Yeah. I respect them because I go in there and I always have a good time. And even if I don't buy a lady drink,
right.
I sit down and chat them up, right? Maybe they consider it an English lesson or something, right? And there is on offer, you know, whatever, but it's nothing to do with the bar. If she wants to come home with you, you can. But you know, America portrays this as so much just awfulness,
right?
You know, pulling up to the curb and everything. This is cultural.
Okay, before we really get into the bar girl scene, because I definitely want to talk about that. What do you think about the video? Was mostly about the disrespect to some people, not all people in America, to the Asian culture. And that's mostly what the video was about. So she was even embarrassed to be seen with me because she thought that someone would think that I paid for her.
Yeah.
And that's really unfair for some of the Asian culture and the people that believe that.
That part of your interview was a little bit mystifying to me because she also followed that up with she respects
right, and that's right. What.
So, and my experience. I told you my first bar girl was 19. I've been with over 1,000 bar girls. Just to be frank and clear about it, right? Over 40 something years, right?
That's a lot.
Yes, thousands, right?
Yes.
I like them, and I have more to say about that. I hope we have more. But
do you get depressed sometimes knowing that the true love from if you You could sit there and have a great conversation with a boy or girl, and then at the end of the day, it's almost like that conversation didn't even exist. It was always about the money. Do you ever get depressed about stuff like that?
No, because I've always been just basically a realist about it. Of course, they are there to make money. That does not mean that they don't like farang,
Which is
a foreigner.
Foreigner. Right.
Yeah, a white foreigner.
Right. But why was she so hesitant to walk around instead of with me? Because she thought that people would think that that I paid her.
Well, why did she? I'll tell you what. I think she's just a little bit independent, I suppose you would say, because she's in the pool with you in her dress.
Right.
You can barely get a Thai girl to go in a pool with a swimming suit, right? And
Right.
there she is,
Right.
and she's when you're like still on your other channel on your phone, she's there like watching everything. She's not like Russell, what do I do? Nah, she's answering questions and stuff. I mean,
She's enjoying the conversation.
Totally hyper impressive woman, right? So maybe she's hypersensitive. Typically,
That might be correct. I think I think that mostly the comments that was posted is due to two things: the hate of Russell Hantz from Survivor,
Yeah.
seeing him having a good time,
Yep.
and being super jealous.
Yeah.
What people want to hear is now we're going to get into specifics of the boy girl, including what you do, how much they cost, what a bar find is, the different things with that type of situation.
All right, let me. Okay,
Let's break this down.
The bar fine system is kind of ubiquitous in Asia. It is where if the girl wishes, it's up to her.
Right.
You don't go in and say, I want this one. No. You have to sit down. So the bar fine is to because every time she sells a drink, she makes herself some money and she makes the bar some money.
Right.
So if she's gonna leave early, the bar fine is compensates the bar for her loss of revenue during that time.
But what if it's closing time?
You know what? That's something you don't quibble with, right?
So you still pay.
But many places, right? Will they lower the bar fine over the course of the night? So if it was early, you pay $500.
Oh, so to make it clear to the people watching, which I'm sure you made it clear enough. But
Yeah.
From my perspective, you pay the bar to take the girl away.
Yeah, but the bar and the girl split that money,
Okay.
right? So
so they get some of the bar.
they get some of they're about 50-50 typically.
Oh wow, okay.
Right, yeah. So early on it's going to be 500 baht, which is $15. So she's getting 750. The bar is getting 750. You're going to take her away. Now there is no specification of what happens or anything.
Okay,
happens.
so you can pay for a bar fine, but that doesn't mean you're going to be having sexual content with this woman.
Not necessarily.
Right.
But typically, yes. Right.
Right.
In whatever capacity that you desire, and whatever gift that you give in the morning. Prostitution is illegal in Thailand. Right?
Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
Yeah, right? So there is never an upfront demand of any money whatsoever. So the girl goes home. It's not a rock solid sort of thing. So it makes them. That's why I love bringing some of them home, man.
Here, does everybody respect boy girls? Is it just like a job, like you working at 7-Eleven?
That is 100% my experience. I have never, ever been with a girl who ever felt disrespected by fellow Thai people, right? I know, shit, I can't even tell you. I could tell you, you know, hundreds of anecdotes. They're respected. You go home to their village and talk to their friends and their family.
Okay, let's get into brass taxes.
Yeah.
How much do they cost?
Well, I'm gonna lean it's about $60. 60 baht, or I'm sorry, 2,000 baht, which because the exchange rate has gone.
We have to make sure that they know.
I mean, it used to be like $60. Now it's more like $50.
You can just say dollars here because most people here.
$50.
$50, so like maybe 1,500 baht.
Yeah, well,
approximately
2,000 baht. But now the exchange rate is since 1982, less than $50, and they sleep with you, and they cuddle with you. They cuddle with you, and you go out to breakfast in the morning. That's why I try to tell people.
It's crazy.
It's not like you see like this guy roll up to this like you know, whore with you know. These girls are sweet.
What I've seen is they're so beautiful. Their hair is so pretty.
Yeah.
And they're so clean.
Yes.
It's not like you find some street girl in America. You know, it's different. They take it seriously.
Here's my favorite saying. I'm like, oh, you worried about your testosterone levels, you American guys, right? Maybe it's because you're not with someone that you have so much desire for. So come to Thailand. Rent a room with white sheets. You get a young girl, 20s, 30s, brown skin, black hair, maybe a few of those tattoos on her back.
Right.
And you will want to take a picture in the morning when you get up and you see her laying there.
And she's prettier when she wakes up than she was when you found her in the ball.
Yeah. And this white sheet, brown skin, black hair, right? It will, and that is your testosterone replacement therapy right there.
I've always thought of boy girls and stuff like that in a negative light. I've always thought. Not all Asian women, but Asian women are easy for white men. I've always thought that. This place has opened my eyes, and it made me a better person. It has made me better. And my advice for anyone that is watching this video or any of my videos, go to Asia. You will have an amazing time, an amazing experience. And it may change your life. So from now on, when I go to America, and they talk to me about, oh, this is what they will say when I go back home. Oh, how much, I'm not going to say the word, but it starts with a P, did you get while you were there? What happened? It's not about that. It's the people that I have met while I was here and the love that I have for this country now.
Isn't that the truth, Russell?
It's the friendships that I have made. The next time I come here, the first person I'm going to call is you, because I want to get a place like this for 2 months so I don't have to go from hotel to hotel. Because this is a 2-story apartment, very nice. Townhome that he pays $300. We're not going to do a tour, but he pays $350
$320 a month for rent.
So I can come here for $600 basically and have a 2-bedroom condo And that's it. So, but guys, I hope you enjoy this type of conversation.